Good morning, students. This is Sudhakar, lecturer in mathematics, Government Arts College, Rajahmundry. Today, my topic is binary operation in group theory and definition of groups and examples. Right? So, coming to binary operation, what is binary operation? Before going this, we recollect some basic fundamentals like what is set, what is relation, what is function. Now see one by one. Next, set. Set theory was developed by German mathematician George Cantor, right? Second, next, right. Coming to definition. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. That is the definition. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. Here, the word well-defined. What is well-defined? What is well-defined? Right? See some examples. So, what is set? Set is a well-defined collection of objects. For example, take n. What is n? Natural numbers. The set of natural numbers. You know what are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., etc. Right? So these elements have same characteristic, that is well defined. Understand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. These are all elements have same characteristic. Therefore, n is a set because n containing well defined collection of objects, right? And second example, prime factor of 210. So here 2 is a factor of 2 is a one of the factor of 210. 3 is also one of the factor of 210. 5 is also one of the factor. 7 is also one of the factor. But what is 2, 3, 5, 7? These are all primes. Therefore, 2, 3, 5, 7. These four elements are prime factors of 210. Right? Therefore, this is a set because here the elements have same characteristic. These four only prime factors of 210. Understand? So, right? So, what again? I repeat once again. What is set? A set is a well-defined collection of objects. So, well-defined means same characteristic. So, right? It represented by curly brackets, right? Generally, sets are denoted by capital A, capital B, capital C, capital X, capital Y, capital Z, etc. The elements in the set are denoted by small a, small b, small c, small x, small y, small z, etc. Right? This is the definition of set. And now we discuss some more examples on set. Next. You know very well what are the colors of rainbow. There are only 7 colors. What are they? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. These 7 colors are only in rainbow. No other color display are visible in this rainbow. Understand? Suppose you take pink color. Clearly this pink color does not belongs to C. C means colors of rainbow. Colors of rainbow. This is a very natural example. Therefore, here the elements V, I, B, G, Y, O, R all have same characteristic. These are all colors in rainbow. Understand, students? Coming to next another example. Next, vowels. You know what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. This is a set. Why? Because these 5 elements are called vowels. Suppose B, take B. B belongs to B? No. Why? Because B is a consonant. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. These are only vowels. So, right? Therefore, these elements A, E, I, O, U have same characteristic. Right? Next example. Set of all even integers. So, capital E represented by even integers. What is the set? These are the form 2x. 2x, where x belongs to z. Right? Nothing but that is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. Coming to left hand side, minus 2, minus 4, minus, very clear, very clear. Suppose you take 3. 3 does not belongs to E, because 3 is not an even number. Right? So this is a set. This is a set. Next example. These are all examples of set. Now we discuss the examples which is not a set. Understand? Suppose coming to first statement, good boys. Suppose take x. How can you say x is a good boy? Suppose take y. How can you say y is not a good boy? We cannot say properly. That's why this statement cannot be represented as set. And second statement, intelligent students. What is the statement? Intelligent students. So similarly, suppose take x. How can you say x is an intelligent student? How can you say y is not intelligent? Is it possible? No. That's why these two statements we cannot say properly. So these two examples are which are not a set. Understand? What is set? A set is a collection of, a set is a well-defined collection of objects. Students, are you understand? Right. Next, relation. What is relation? Before going this, I discussed this one, Cartesian product. What is Cartesian? Let A comma B two non-empty. What is non-empty? How can you say A is non-empty? A containing at least one element. Then you say A is non-empty. So here A comma B are two non-empty sets. Then the Cartesian product of A comma B is denoted by A cross B. and defined by set of all order pairs. Set of all order pairs. So this is the form. So A cross B, set of all order pairs. Set of all order pairs where X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. So this is A cross B. This is A cross B. Suppose you take a point. This is of the form A1, B1. Here, this point A2, B2. Set of all order pairs. Right? Suppose, for example, let A equal to 1, 2, B equal to 3, 4. What is A cross B? So, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. This is A cross B. Understand? Next. Coming to relation. So relation means any non-empty subset of A cross B. Any non-empty subset of A cross B. That means now you know what is A cross B? 1, 3, 1, 4. 2, 3, 2, 4. Now I want to write a relation like this. X comma y such that x divides y. This is the relation. Now collect what are the order pairs elements in R. So 1, 3 clearly, 1, 4, 2, 4. Why? Because suppose take 1 comma 3. This is x, this is y. Clearly x divides y. Take another pair, order pair x comma y. Clearly x divides y. Take another one, 2 comma 4. This is x, this is y. Clearly 2 divides 4. Right? Therefore, R containing these three only. R containing these three only. Right? But take 2 comma 4. Sorry. 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 does not belongs to this R. Why? Here x does not divides to 2, does not divides 3. Therefore, you observe 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. 2, 4. Right? Clearly, R is a subset of A cross B. This is a relation. This is a relation. Understand? Next, what is function? What is function? What is function? Function means take this is A is a domain, B is codomain, right? The definition is every element in domain has unique image in B. Every element in domain has unique image in B. That means a relation f from A to B is said to be a function. Every element of A is uniquely mapped to an element of B. Clearly, every element of domain has unique image in codomain. So, I give an example, then you can understand easily. Coming to next slide. See this example. First one. Here A is mapped to 1, B is mapped to 2, C is mapped to 3. Clearly, A has only one unique image. What is this? What is that? 1. B has only one image. What is that one? 2. C has only one image. What is that one? 3. Therefore, every element in domain has unique image in codomain. Therefore, this is a function. This is a function. Understand? Next, coming to second one. Here A is mapped to 1, B is also mapped to 1, C is also mapped to 3. C is also mapped to 3. Therefore, here also all the elements in domain has unique image in B codomain. Therefore, this is also function. Understand? Next slide. Okay, right. Check this one. Here A mapped to 1. Again here A mapped to 2. Therefore, A has 2 images. So, one is a image of A, 2 is also image of A. That's why it is not a function. What is the definition? Every element in domain has unique element in codomain, but here A has 2 images. Right? That's why it is not a function. Understand? Coming to next example. Here A mapped to 1, B mapped to 2. But you observe C does not map to any element of B. C does not map to any element of B. Right? So what is the definition? Every element in domain, but 3 does not map to any element of B. So ఇక్కడ మీరు Cకి ఇమేజ్ లేదు, C has no image, రైట్? సో డొమైన్లో మీరు ఏ ఒక్క ఎలిమెంట్ని వదలడానికి వీలు లేదు. అండర్స్టాండ్? సో ఇక్కడ C is alone. C is not mapped to any element of B. So that's why this is not a function. Next. Now coming to our main definition, binary operation. What is binary operation? Let us be a non-empty set. A mapping F from S cross to S is called a binary operation. What is that? A mapping F from S cross to S. What is codomain? S cross S. Nothing but what are the elements in S cross S? Order pairs. And like this A1, B1, like A2, B2, like that. So the mapping a mapping F from S cross S to S. This is called a binary operation. Binary operation denoted by star or semicircle. Nothing but star from S cross S to S. This implies star of AB equal to A star B. This is the definition. Star of AB equal to A star B. Right? So binary operation, star is represented by binary operation. Binary operation is implies closure property. We discuss this one in next definition. Binary operation implies nothing but closure property, right? Now examples. So we have what is n? Set of all natural numbers. I take A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and plus B a binary operation. Now I want to calculate A star B. What is A star? What is star? In the place, star is plus is in the place of star. A plus B. So 1 plus 2, 3. Therefore A equal to 1, B equal to 2. So A comma B belongs to N. This implies A star B, that is A plus B, that is 1 plus 2, that is 3, belongs to N. Therefore, here plus is a binary operation. Therefore, this is the example of binary operation, that is A star B belongs to N. A star B belongs to N. Next, right. Next example. Now, I want to give an example which is not a binary operation. Which is not a binary operation. Suppose you take any two natural numbers. So you observe, now what is x minus y? What is x minus y? So x minus y may not be natural number. Why? Because take x equal to 2, y equal to 5. What is x minus 2? For example, x equal to 3, y equal to 2. What is x minus y? 3 minus 2. Nothing. That is 1. 1 is natural number. This time okay. But taking x equal to 2, y equal to 5, what is x minus y? 2 minus 5. Nothing but minus 3. Minus 3 does not belongs to n because minus 3 is a negative integer. So, therefore, x minus y may not be natural numbers. Understand? 2, 5. What is 2 minus 5? 3. Minus 3 does not belongs to n. Therefore, here minus is not a binary operation in n. This is the example which is not a binary operation. Binary operation. Another example, let V be the set of all vectors until A bar, B bar, C bar, etc. This is set of all vectors. So A bar, B bar, C bar. C bar. Take any two vectors. Okay, right. What is the dot product of A bar between? What is the dot product of A bar and B bar? Nothing but scalar. Some scalar. Let it be K. But scalar, this one does not belongs to B because B containing set of all vectors. Right? Understand? So here K does not belongs to, here K is a scalar. Therefore, it is not belongs to Y because K is not a vector, it is a scalar. Therefore, here multiplication is not a binary operation in V. These two examples are which is not a binary operations. Next. Coming to this definition, algebraic structure. Algebraic structure. What? So algebraic structure, right, like this. G is non-empty, right, and star is an operation. So it can be represented as a open brackets, right, or are sometimes like this. G comma semicircle. Sometimes represent like this, R comma star comma semicircle, right? So one or more binary operation, it can be represented by, denoted by like this. Understand? Next. Right. So first, this is the definition, group, right? This is the definition, group. What is group? Let G be a non-empty set and star be any operation. G comma star is said to be group if the following conditions are satisfied. What are the conditions? Star satisfies closure, associative, existence of identity, existence of inverse. Now we see one by one. What is closure property? Take any element any two elements in G. Now, then A star B, A star B. What is the operation? Star operation. Then A star B is also B for all A comma B belongs to G. That is, take any element, two elements in G, that implies A star B is also belongs to G. Not only these two elements, take any elements. So that's why I'm writing here for all A comma B belongs to G. Then only star is closer. Right? Star is closer. See, students, here one thing I will tell you, right? Star is any operation, right? Suppose if you write here star B, a binary operation, then you need not to tell about this closure property. Why? Because binary operation means closure, right? Right. Next, associative. What is associative property? So, A comma B belongs to G. That implies A star of B star C equal to A star B of star C for all A comma B comma C belongs to G. I repeat once again. A star of B star C equal to A star B of star C for all A comma B comma C belongs to G. Therefore, if LHS equal to RHS, then star is associative. Star is associative. Next, coming to existence of identity, right? You should be very careful when you finding identity element because inverse is depending on identity element, right? What is the property of identity? For all A belongs to G, there exists an identity element E belongs to G such that A star equal to E star A equal to A, right? That is A star E equal to again A, E star A is also again A. This is right hand side right identity, this is left hand side left identity. So both are exist. If left identity and right identity exists, then E is called an identity element. An identity element, right? Next. Now, coming to fourth property, existence of inverse. Now, you find the inverse of every element in G by using identity element. So, for all A belongs to G, there exists an element B belongs to G. For all A belongs to G, there exists an element B belongs to G such that A star B equal to B star A equal to E. That means A star B equal to E or B star A equal to E. Here B is called inverse of A. You find B value. So why? Because B is the inverse of A. B is the inverse of A. Right? B is the inverse of A. So this is the property. Therefore, if star satisfies closure property, associative property, existence of identity, last but not least existence of inverse, then G comma star is a group. G comma star is a group. G comma star is a group. Students, are you understand? Today we discuss what is binary operation. Before going that, some basic fundamentals like what is set, what is relation, what is function, and some examples, and what is binary operation, right? And some examples, and what is group, right? In the next class, we learn, we observe what are the examples of group. What are the examples of group? Okay, students. See you in the next class. Thank you.